Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, let's see what we have today. Let's see what we have today. I'm just uh, I'm just disappointed by Aussie dollar because it didn't break. That's why I'm disappointed. I was hoping that finally we are breaking above, and we didn't, unfortunately, and went all the way down. Now I'm looking at it. How strong is this support here? Can we take this or not? I'm gonna have to see. Joey Gonzalez. I can tell about you because You trade 10 different strategies in a day, so it's going to be very hard for you. Trust me on that. I've seen you on every stream that exists almost, taking trades on all of them, so it's going to be a little hard for you. Look at EA, wow. What a move. USD CAD has been the worst pair in the last 2 days. 2 days? Not. On the last day. Look at this. Nothing is clear here. I mean, we hope for a break yesterday, but nothing happened. It's just consolidating here and there. G went pretty good yesterday. EOD news moved those. Yeah, I saw that we had some news. Just gonna go through some pairs, like just to give it a look in case we are having any kind of break and retest, knowing. Euro NZD did a break and retest yesterday. It was week 1, so I skipped it, but the setup worked out pretty well. GCAD might give us a trade here. I think as it looks like the best setup for now. Let's go to 4 hour. I think it's way better. Yeah, the 4 hour is even better. If we manage to close above, it's gonna be epic. GBP and ZD. Yeah, GBP and ZD is not a pair I trade. So since the setup is pretty similar to GCAD, we can take GCAD before, even though no, GCAD hasn't, it's not breaking yet. GN is. Yeah, we'll see. If you want to take GN, it's too much volatile, I think. I don't usually trade GN, and 20 pips usually it's not enough for it. Joey, I think you can experiment, but why don't you experiment one at a time? Experiment one thing first. When you are done with it in a few months of backtesting, if it doesn't work, then you go to the other. Not all of them at the same time, because you're just making things difficult for yourself. Too much information, at the end you can decide which one is better or which one is not. So we'll see. For now, what we have also EJ. See, yesterday we did break this resistance, and we didn't have a retest on the 4 hour. I mean on the 4 hour, because you can see this candle, it closed below, didn't give us the chance to enter at all. But after it came and closed above, 1 hour somehow did manage to close above, but it was a weak breakout, so we didn't want to take it. A weak breakout, we stayed away. Now what if price comes for a retest here? Is this going to be a risky trade? I think it is going to be a risky trade. The reason is because if you look left, this looks like a pretty strong resistance, and see how many times we got rejected from this zone here. And if price coming from this zone here comes for retest at this zone, it's going to be pretty risky, even though this was also a pretty strong resistance. Look at every time it came here, how big the rejection was. Same here, so both are pretty strong levels. Now, if we want to take this, when it comes straight, when it comes for retest, first time it touched support, and that's going to be pretty risky. And I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe waiting for more confirmations would be better, but for now it's not too close, so we need to wait. GCAD is pretty good. We have a good range to fill. It looks exactly the same as GCAD. No, GCAD, it's not the same. GCAD is at resistance here. If it breaks, there's a pretty nice range all the way up to fill this range here. Now there is this small here also, but I think that's not going to be a problem for us, because look at what we have right now here. This is happening now, and it is matching with previous history too. So this is what we're going to wait for, a breakout. If we do break this, I think this is going to be a nice trade. There's no stopping after this. Pretty much we have clean traffic on the left all the way up. Can give us quick 100 pips. AUD JPY doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Let's see. AUD JPY 4 hour is at support. Well, 1 hour is breaking below this or below this or below this or maybe this. See, the thing is, it's not very clear. Aussie JPY. It is not very clear. We have plenty of rejections on different levels, and all these levels are pretty much too close with each other. And if we delete this and we go on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is not clear either. You see, we have a if you look left here, we have these candles rejecting here at this level, and then you look also other candles, they also did reject the same, and now it's exactly at that level. On the 1 hour we have the level around here, I think, and yes, we have also rejections here, but just for me it's not too clear. It's not too clear for me. I would rather skip that for now. GCAT is pushing, hopefully, even though I don't have many hopes because we have 3 minutes left only. What about Euro NZD? What about Euro NZD? It's nothing. It's reaching the 4-hour resistance here. Don't you see it? If you want to take a trade here, what about this resistance here? And look how strong this is. So, not for me. This is not for me here. Better move on from this. Look, the only time where I like to trade Euro NZD, for example, is when it gives me a clean setup. This was a very clean setup. The only thing that missed here was a good breakout. And now here, create a small resistance here, but look at the main resistance here. And you can easily spot this also on the 4-hour, which makes it pretty risky trade. So skip it for now. We'll see. Okay, wrong chart, Kutim. Wrong chart. So let me see GCAT, what's happening. See, this is the worst. This is the worst. Look how the close was. Not good. Not a good close. And we had, if we just would have another 10 minutes, that would be perfect. We would probably close above, but this is not a good close. Do you trade what you see or what you think? Because I heard you say I think a lot of times. I trade what I see, and then I tell you what I think that from what I see. I can't tell you what I think, or how to say. I already told you. I think I explained it good. Could you explain the importance of timing when a candle closes? If 4-hour GBP CAD does not close above and next one does, is momentum too slow? I don't really understand this question. if this 4 hour doesn't close above but the next one does, yeah, just there's not strong momentum, there's not much volume. That does mean if it's not breaking this hour but it breaks to the next one. The best time where we want to have break and retest is sometimes maybe before London session or when London session starts, because the volume kicks in, and if we have, let's say, a break before London opens, then London open brings more volume and you get a retest, and then you have plenty of volume, you have plenty of momentum to continue to push that in your direction. Sometimes, yeah, time also plays a role, but I say that if if there's enough volume for breakout, there's enough volume to push then to that direction, because I've seen a lot of people when there's not a very good time to trade, and let's say we say it's not a good time to trade, there's not enough volume. How there's not enough volume if price did break a zone? Because it needs volume to break a zone, especially let's say a resistance like this. So we'll see. This is what I don't like. When there's not enough a good breakout, then next candle pushes all the way up and we don't get a chance to enter. But anyway, maybe we wait for this candle also. If the 4 hour breaks also would be perfect. Guys, it's easy to send a chart. Look, you have this option here. You click that. When you click that, somehow it gives you, you see, you can save the image or you can copy the link. You need to make your trading view public so we can watch it. So that's how you copy that, and then you send the link on the YouTube chat. Easy. Are you you're in a sell on EJ? Why is that? Because I don't see a reason why you sold EJ. EJ created a small support here, couldn't break that, it's pushing up, so I don't know why you would take a sell here. It doesn't make sense. Why you still, what are you doing on your phone? Different things. A lot of different things. Okay, so from what I see here, I think that only thing we need to, the only setup we have that is clear is GBP CAD. So let's wait. Let's see. GJ. GCAD is better than GJ. GCAD is clear. Okay, let's see. GBP, JPY, broke resistance, entry on the retest, target. To be honest, I don't see anything here. I don't know where you got this broke resistance, because this doesn't seem as a resistance. This whole range is a consolidation box, I think. And maybe a break above a retest would be better, but for me, I wouldn't take a trade here, because this is not enough. It's only one or two candles. It's not a clean resistance, so we can say, okay, broke resistance, now it's gonna come. I mean, look at all these candles in the way. It doesn't really make sense for me. On average, how many percent gain daily? Well, we aim at least 1 or 2%. Then it depends how much the market gives us. When I copy the link on the chat, the message doesn't appear. Well, I don't know. Copy only the code, not the whole link. Only the code. You see, there's a code here. It's at the end of the link here, and then, or no, do this. Save image and see, copy this then. This part. Oh, you can't see it. It says tradingview.com, then you have a code. Copy that code. Okay. Yeah, look, Aussie dollar did close below this minor support, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. See, let's see. We have 3-4 pips break below, and the 4 hour is still open. Not gonna trust this for now. GBP CAD is gonna be my next epic trade, and it's all about time when it comes. Okay, what is this? What is this? So we need more explanations here. What are you waiting for? What are these lines here? We need more explanation. Let's go. GCAT can be very nice. Do you consider a market structure for break and retest? For example, pullback on a daily and the same time impulse for a move. I don't know how you mean. Do you consider market structure? Do you mean do you go against the trend or do you follow the trend? Because if that's what you're asking, most of the time we try to follow the trend. Of course, it's way better. It's way more easier also, and going against the trend, not very good. And we might have more stress because when you go against the trend, you have already one thing against you, the trend. So you're already -1 in the first place. But also against the trend, it's not that we ask for 100 pip move. What we ask is 10, 20 pips from a zone to another zone. Euro US dollar, a retest and continuation. Well, it might happen, who knows? It might happen, but we'll see. Maybe it's better to clean the charts a bit, because I don't see what are these gonna help you. I don't understand. When to trade? When you get a chance. You trade when you get a chance. Easy. Look at EA, wow, what a move. What did we say a few days ago about this level? We still have things that we used. What did we say? That it's not going to be easy to break this level. Why? Just because how strong it was, that's why. And we saw what happened before, and we expected the same, and the same thing is happening. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to get in doing this big push here, but you know, it just went how we expected. That's important. Pretty nice. So when EA starts to move, it doesn't stop. That's a good thing. Runners can go very, very nice on EA. Can you review this? Sure. Let's take a look. Okay, what is this? Manapuram. Something Indian. 4-hour key level. Breakout, retest. Yeah, pretty nice. Nice trade. You caught a nice trade. I don't know what this is, but looks like you applied break and retest and it did work. The only thing maybe you should do is use a smaller stop loss, because you don't need a stop loss all the way down here. Why? It's a simple thing. If price breaks below this, it is common sense that price is going to continue to the next zone. So why would you keep the trade all the way down here? I mean, the only thing that this can help you is if price breaks below, it gives you more room from here to here. It gives you more room to manage this. If it does come back up, you can close at break even. But if you have for a different reason, I think your stop would have been better around here, not lower than that, because there's no need. Because once price goes below this, it's over, it's going to continue down. That's what I think. Bucuresti. E Wow, EJ did reject all the way down. When did that happen? Because looks like I just saw it earlier pushing up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we did create a small support here, and we have some room to drop, so it might work. We'll see. There's plenty of time, plenty of time. UJ hasn't been doing anything at all. It's just ranging and ranging and ranging. No clear zones. USD CAD pushed up. Even if USD CAD pushes up, I don't know what level to take this, because it's been a really big mess. Herman, let's take a look. What you mean? Yeah, Herman is good. The thing is, the traders, some traders, the most informed, have entered here, you're saying. But in my opinion, there's nothing that's gonna tell you that price is gonna reject from here, because it's just a support. You don't know if it's gonna break or not. I mean, somehow maybe you can have, let's say, information that, okay, economy is gonna get better, or there's gonna be some good news today about euro, so I don't think it's gonna break this. Let's say if you expect the news to be better, and do you think that, okay, it's gonna reject to the upside, probably the economy is not that bad, I expect this still to go long. But we here, we don't have very much information here. We trade what we see here, and what we see is just support here. There's nothing, that tells us, okay, it's going to reject, even though we're having rejections. So instead, what we do here is we wait for a zone that comes after this. If it rejects this, then we have another zone, let's say here. So we focus on this zone instead to make an entry, and we wait a breakout. So we're just looking for a safe way to enter, because for us this is not safe. This is not it doesn't have, for me, the consistency that we need, because not every time it rejects. There are a lot of times when it breaks. So instead we wait for break of a zone, in the way, while it pushes up, we try to find a zone where we can enter safely, and not to take a big risk like that, because this would be a big risk. So that's my opinion. Just a lot of people trade these kind of setups, to enter from the bottom, but I wouldn't suggest, maybe you can do that later on when you have a lot of information, when you know fundamentals and a lot of things. But for now, I wouldn't suggest anyone. Yes, yes, I understand. No, we are group two because we enter when price breaks, if this is what it means. We enter after it breaks on the retest. Or you mean a trader group two is when they enter while it's breaking? I don't know now. Would you enter if the retest was 4 or 5 hours later? It depends. Yeah, Steph, I said this before also. And most of the time, we want the retest to happen right away. Why? Because we want to go with momentum. When a breakout happens, that means we have strong momentum. And we want the retest right away so we can go with that momentum and have a nice push to the upside or downside, depends. And if price doesn't come right away, it takes 2, 3, 4 hours, let's say. Of course, that momentum is not there anymore. Somehow the setup changes, but it still can work. We can still take it, but it all depends if it's reached another zone. If price has reached another zone, then comes the 4 or 5 hours later to make the retest. Then that's not for us. That we don't take that. It all depends if it's coming from another zone. If let's say, if let's say like this, we have a consolidation box here. Price is rejecting both sides. Now we have a breakout to the upside. On the left, we don't have anything. The next target, the next zone is all the way up here. But price doesn't come for retest here. It does, small some ranging here before coming. Then comes for retest. We can still take. This is still valid. Then we can have some continuation. But the other case is if price is, consolidating, price breaks up, and it doesn't come for retest. Also, we have another zone here, and it makes some ranging here because it can't break this zone. Then comes for retest. This is very risky. Chance of being a fake out here then are very high because it's coming from another zone. It's having some rejections before, couldn't break, took 4 or 5 hours. Then when it comes here, the situation is not the same anymore. That's the thing. GCAD got rejected all the way down. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we waited all day long. There was no trade, unfortunately. No trade. I hope today we're gonna have a trade because We need one, of course. Would you consider this as clean traffic area? Monthly key level? Wait for this level to break, then retest. Yeah, so if price breaks this level, there's a clean range all the way up to this level here. That seems like a clean range. This is support, this is resistance, and in the middle we don't have anything, a clean candle. So yeah, clean range to continue all the way up to this next zone here. Now if you go to lower time frames, of course maybe you're gonna find some small support and resistance, but if you take the trade on the monthly, I mean this is gonna be easy trade. Break and retest. Break and retest on the monthly also does work pretty well. I've seen a lot of examples before, so I can assure you that it does work pretty nice. I try to look for a trade during London session and also New York session. So yeah, let's see. Let's take a look what we have today. Any news or not? Budget release, Australia. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have some news for Aussie. After that, some US USD news, trade balance, high impact. We have a speech in 5.5 hours. Yeah, looks like we have some news, but we have 5 hours to find a trade before that. 1 hour to be careful on Aussie pairs, and yeah, so it looks like for GBP it's not going to be a problem. We have time to trade the GBP CAD here if we do get a breakout. That's going to be perfect. Let's see. No, man, I don't stream all day. Just look at the previous webinars, 2 3 hours every day, London session. By the way, sorry for yesterday that it stopped before we wanted. The electricity went off, so it was not on purpose. GBP CAD is a buy. Not yet. Maybe it is, but we need confirmations. So what we're doing is we are waiting for a candle to close. That's our confirmation. A candle to close above this resistance. Once it closes above, we have a good chance for more continuation to the upside. So that's what we are waiting here. EJ looks, I don't know, pretty good too. I mean, look at this 4 hour. If it comes all the way down, closes bearish, that would be crazy. And if this 1 hour comes all the way down, closes below, I mean, it is pretty easy to have some continuation to the next level here. But we don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, we have still time to reject from here. So we'll see. Who controls this market? Nobody. I don't know, maybe somebody controls it, but we don't know that. Okay. USD CAD. I think I'm gonna stay away. USD CAD. I don't like it. It's not clear. Aussie dollar, as it seems, it did respect the zone. I said for me it was not clear. The 4 hour, didn't like the 4 hour. I like to see setups that 1 hour and 4 hour match with each other. Not every time they're gonna match, so we're gonna have to take trades even if they don't match. But in this case, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. It had a small breakout, and on Aussie dollar, I didn't like that. It did respect though, did respect this level, and it is pushing down. So what next for Aussie dollar? It seems like this is the next zone. We have news about AUD later on, not very later on, but in 53 minutes we have news coming up. Budget release, high impact news, so we might have some more movement here. It might get volatile here, so we'll see. We will see. NZD US dollar. It's been consolidating for a pretty long time here. Maybe, who knows, today is the day when we break. So we either break above or below. We have two levels. this one and this one. So we'll wait. Also here we have also USD news later on. I don't know if it's gonna have effect on it or not, but we will see. We need to wait, we need to wait. Big rejection on Euro NZD. That's like how many pips? 30 pips. Pretty big. GCAD, I don't know. I hope it doesn't disappoint us. The way it's rejecting. I don't know, we're having some big rejections now. I don't know if we have any reason for that or... Is Euro USD good to buy? No, there's no confirmation to buy Euro USD for now. Let's see. Erman, yeah, I'm waiting for that too. NZD US dollar. It can be pretty good. Yeah, if it breaks up, even better. But looks like it's gonna have some serious problems breaking this, because looks pretty strong support. We'll see. For us, it doesn't really matter if it breaks up or down. When which way it breaks, we can make it work. GA is at resistance now. It's reaching this resistance. Maybe what you can do here is wait for a break and a retest, then continuation to this next zone. But like I said, we have news coming up on Aussie dollar, on Aussie pairs. So it's going to affect everything that's related to Australian dollar. Kindly share with me a signal to trade today. No worries. Kindly, I'm going to share one if we get. So you have to be careful on GA. I don't really trade GA. I try to stay away. It's too volatile. How many pairs do you trade? One at a time. One at a time. But these pairs that I have on my right side, these are the pairs that I trade. Most of them, maybe I don't take a trade on them for months, but I just keep them here, so in case, you know, they give me a chance, they give me a clean setup. Who knows? You never know which one can give you. Okay, EJ is pushing down. Let's see if we can get a good close. Can be pretty nice. Budget release, you have it here. 48 minutes. What are your top 5 pairs? Top 5 pairs. USD CAD, GJ. What else? GU maybe. What else? I guess say EJ sometimes also. And what else? Maybe Aussie dollar. It's not that they give me chances every day, but I think they are pretty good. Most of the time, their respect level is pretty nice, and I like them more than other pairs. Anthony, thank you. Yes, what do you think? Is this going to have much effect on the Aussie pairs, the budget release? Because to be honest, before I haven't seen if it has big effect, it affects the market that much. So I can't tell you if it's gonna affect the market much or not, because I don't have experience in that kind of the news. I don't know if that's gonna affect the market that much, so it makes Aussie pairs move a lot. GCAT is promising, but I don't know. Are we gonna get a breakout or not? It's gonna be tricky here. Hopefully, we're gonna have a breakout, but we will see. That's at least what we want. Euro NZD is nothing there. There's nothing happening there. Okay, let's see. EJ thoughts chart. Let's take a look. Oh, you sold EN. Well, I don't know about that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't sell Euro NZD. Yeah, that can happen on EN. We talked about that. But we have some room. If we close on the 1 hour below, then we have this range that we can fill. This 25 pips, 26 pip range, a breakout like this would be good, a retest and continuation. After you come here, it can also then continue up or maybe break below that, who knows. We are coming from another resistance here because we have also pretty strong resistance on the left we talked about earlier. This one here is a 4-hour level, so it depends how this candle is going to close. It closes below, we have to consider some sells here. Do you have advice for trading JPY? Every time I took a trade on this pair, I lost. Well, we need to see the charts that when you took a loss to see what happened there. What did you do wrong? Because we we don't know what you did. Why did it fail? Have you seen the new TradingView tool? Path is convenient for drawing the break and retest. It's located under the brush. Path, okay. How do you use this? Okay, this is pretty nice. How do I stop this? Erman, thank you. Thank you very much. This is very helpful, actually. A breakout, a retest, continuation. How do you save it? Okay, perfect. You see, what also makes sense on Euro JPY is a daily retest. A daily retest also makes sense on daily on EJ, because you can see this daily candle, it did close above this level. It did close above, so it makes sense to have a retest before continuation. But also when you look at it, it is at daily resistance also. Look at these rejections here. So we're in the middle of this. First of all, we know that every time we have a breakout, most of the time we get a retest also. Then we continue to that direction, but this time daily didn't make a retest here. So it makes sense also on the daily to push down, because also we're rejecting daily resistance. We broke also this resistance yesterday, and we need a retest here before continuation. So it makes a lot of sense on the 1 hour too. Although on the 1 hour we created a small consolidation box here. If it breaks below that, a small retest, and we can have a quick move to the downside here. It makes a lot of sense now. We'll see. Let's see. I wish just the brokers would have, a partnership with TradingView, because trading on TradingView would be way, way better. trading on Monday and Friday, is it different from the other days or of the week, or you just have to follow the rules? Uh, I mean, for Monday, I don't really see a problem. Why it should be risky to trade? I mean, the week starts. Maybe you need to give it some time, the market to set up. To give you some sort of direction where it wants to go. But on Friday, we think it's a bit risky because everyone closes their positions. There's not much volume, maybe. Or let's say, I've explained this before. Let's say you get a breakout, it pushes up. Then, let's say most of people were in buys, right? And then they close all their positions at the top. Then when it comes for a retest, there's no buy pressure anymore. So it can easily result in a fake out. So that's why we try to, be careful on Fridays. And we use less risk most of the time. We have 6 minutes, guys. And no good signs here. GCAD is not good, unfortunately. What about EJ? EJ is better. EJ is better. The only thing is that the breakout's gonna be weak. 7 pips. Well, 7 pips is good, I think. If it closes like this, I might take it. Let's see. 6 minutes left. Six minutes left. I'm asking about that area because price went up, had no issues. While coming down, it did some consolidation. Then what's wrong with that? If it breaks this, the next zone is this one. If it breaks that also, then clean traffic all the way up. There's nothing wrong with it. It just created a zone there, small consolidation box. It looked good, this monthly level. If it breaks, you're gonna have a nice move to the upside. Yeah, we have a rule for how many pips the breakout are. Most of the time we want at least a 10 pips breakout on GBP pairs, but on pairs like EJ or USD CAD or the pairs that are less volatile, we can we can take the trade also if it's above 5 pips breakout. Are you not worried about the Euro news coming up in the next 37 minutes? What Euro news? What is low, low, low? There's no news that can cause us any big troubles. Hold fast, nations at war. Arman, what's that game? I'm gonna look at it quickly. Looks like a pretty good game. We'll take a look at it later on. Let's see. We have a minute left on EJ. It's not going to be a very good breakout. 6 pips. I don't know. But it looks pretty good. See how many pip stop loss we can use here. I mean, a 10 pip stop loss, 12 pip. That can be good also. Okay, so we have a close now. We do have a close now. And it is 5-6 pips close below. I guess it's not bad. Now it's moving straight to the downside. We need a retest here before going down. No, we can't sell EJ now. We need a retest before that. We need a retest before that. Bay2, welcome.
Hey, bro.
We didn't
Hey.
take any trades yet. No worries.
Yeah, I just clicked me in. I have to leave later on again, but yeah.
No worries, but we didn't have any trades until now. We're looking at EJ now. We want to retest, but looks like it's not gonna give us.
Have you seen EA? This morning at 8, we waited for a retest in the group.
Yeah, I saw the chat.
Yeah, but it just moved. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, there was no retest. I guess this was the level you were waiting for.
Yeah, exactly.
But no retest. GCAT didn't retest, didn't break, sorry. And looks like now pushing down. We'll see. On GCAT we were waiting for a break above this for our resistance. It did push above but didn't manage to close above, closed all the way bearish. So we need to wait and see. EJ looks like it's gonna leave us. 10 pip move already done. If it comes for a retest, we don't take it. Unfortunately, there's no retest. Unfortunately, this was pretty good, but what can we do? No retest, no retest. Straight down, straight push down. We just need a small pullback. Did no pullback at all. I don't know. Yesterday there was no retest at all on any pair, almost any pair. Or the breakouts were too small, and now we get a 10 pip straight push to the downside without making not even a small pullback. It doesn't even have a top wick. It has a very small one, but not enough. Fortunately, now we can't take it. If it comes all the way up, we can't take it. We can't. Euro NZD, look at this. Rejected all the way down. Fake out to the downside? I don't think so. I'm just gonna leave it because I don't trust it. I don't trust Euro NZD. I don't trust Euro NZD. GJ is moving pretty much the same as EJ. See, if you look at GJ, it has the same structure as EJ. Look, it's almost the same. EJ, GJ. We can do this also. We can put GJ here, or EJ, and GJ to the left. See, it's almost the same. Same thing. Next target is this next zone here. Let's see, it's dropping pretty good. Yeah, maybe they know that we wait for a retest all the time, and they're not letting us.
Yeah. Sir, I have a question about yourself. It's I mean you prayed for a lot of years and you found the strategy after a few years, but what did you try before? Like, was it almost the same, or have you tried a lot with indicators, or was it
Look,
always price action?
I told you that I tried everything. I tried the first thing I did was, just selling tops, buying bottoms, sell high, buy low. The basic thing that they all say, but it doesn't work like that. And yeah, it didn't work. I tried trend lines, I tried a lot of different things. I tried indicators, I tried EAs, lots of things. Like I said before, I bought an indicator in the beginning for 5K, $5,000. I spent on indicator, and it was the stupidest thing ever that I did. But as everyone at the beginning, you believe things that are not true. It seemed like it was good, but it is what it is. I lost a lot of money on that indicator, and it was nothing, Like, for example, would give you a sell sign here, would say sell here, and you would sell, for example. And in this case, we had some rejection, but let's say it would say sell at this candle. And then price would go against you 10, 20 pips, 30 pips, 40 pips, 50, 60, or whatever, and the sign would just move to the upside, until it comes to a place where price would reject. Then when it would reject to a downside, the owner of the indicator would say, okay, look at how it predicted the move. Of course, in the beginning, I didn't saw. I just saw the indicator what did in the past. Then when I bought it, I discovered what it does. So what is stupid? I tried a lot of things and they didn't really work. And then when I started, I tried EMAs too. They were pretty good, but somehow EMAs helped me, to find break and retest, because most of the time when I traded with EMAs, they matched with the break and retest. I would have, let's say, a breakout, and I would have EMAs, and when the retest would come, at that time they would cross, and somehow it would give me a good, like a sign of continuation. And it was just pretty much the same as break and retest. But then I deleted them also because I didn't need them anymore. I just focused on the zones. Would wait for a breakout, would wait for a retest, and so on and so on. First thing, I was taking only 10, pips per trade. But as I told you, I took like 10 trades a day or more, because I was just taking a few pips every time. And then I started to perfect my strategy day by day, looking for a better target and all these kind of things. Have a phone call, just give me a second. You tried order blocks and that stuff? No, I didn't. Order blocks, I don't know about that. Look, the since I found this way of trading, I don't even bother to, try other things, because why should I? I mean, this is working perfectly. Why would I change, for example, my way of trading? I just think it's not needed for me, at least for now. I mean, if my strategy starts to get old and doesn't work anymore, then of course I have to adapt. I have to look for a new way, let's say. But I mean, it's working perfectly for now. Yeah, I mean, when we started the streams before, it was a different time. That's why. So now we have less volume, less trades, maybe. Yeah, there was streams where we had 3 setups, or 4, or even more. We called like 2, 3 trades in a stream. But yeah, we're having less now. I don't know why. Maybe it's the type. But what we know is that it's just a phase. It passes. Then we get to normal again. get to normal again. Which level would you mark? Let me see. On the 4 hour. Let's delete this. Yeah, Euro USD is pretty messy right now. I would say this would be a 4 hour level, but we have some big wicks here, and somehow it's not very clear. But I think this is the main level, main 4 hour level. Yeah, every year is the same. There are a lot of people who don't even trade, you know, December, let's say. They take a break. Why don't you like a 30 minute? Because I don't need it. And I had not a good experience before, because I used to trade 30 minutes also. I used to trade 15 minutes also, but the more uh, time frames you have, the more time frames you use, more stress you give yourself. Because imagine now you're gonna need 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, all to have to tell you the same thing, and that's pretty rare. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know about others that trade lower time frames. They might find it very good for their strategy, but for me, it would be too much. You know, we can we're trying so much to have 1 hour and 4 hour to match with each other, and imagine to have four time frames, different time frames to match with each other. That would be pretty hard, I think. Unfortunately, EJ didn't give us a retest. That's very unfortunate. Look, now we are having the retest that we talked about, the daily retest, but we can't really take it. I mean, we are coming from daily resistance to retest the broken support, the broken resistance of yesterday. Now, which one you should trust? I don't know. It's a pretty hard decision. So we'll see. We will see. So you look for setups in 4 hour, then you try to find an entry in 1 hour. I look setups on the 1 hour. I look setups on the 4 hour. Both of them. It doesn't really matter if it's 4 hour. I mean, we try to find a setup where 1 hour and 4 hour matches. The zones match with each other. But we can take trades on 1 hour. We can take trades on 4 hour. Both of them. GJ, let's take a look at daily on GJ. It's pretty much the same, I think. No? No, the only thing is that on GJ we might have a bigger drop. Maybe if price comes all the way down here to make a retest, a daily retest, it does make sense. And then we can push to this next zone here. Look how many times we got rejected. This is a strong zone on GJ. And if we get a retest here, I think this is gonna be epic. This will be epic if it happens. But we'll see. We will see. I mean, taking a trade on a daily is pretty hard. So let's see. We have daily candles all the way down here. Some of them are closed lower, but this is where most of them are rejecting. Now, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break, guys, because I have an order and I have to go get it. So I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. So give me a quick break and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. This guy seems scared to enter trades. Too much of a fine details. Roy, I think you've missed like 100 trades that we took here before. We're not scared. We're just too careful because we only want to take perfect trades. We just we don't want just to put money on anything we see. I mean, we need good confirmation before taking a trade. We need to be sure. If you trade with real money, then you're cautious. You look for details, you look for small details. If you trade demo, of course you don't. You don't look at anything, you just take buys, sells. I mean, you don't really care too much. But here we are risking real money, so we need to be careful what we do. There's nothing like perfect trade taking. Yeah. Nothing is perfect. I mean, we just want the best possible setup that we can find according to our rules. That's all. We have some rules that we need to follow. If a setup doesn't match our rules, then we don't take it. The days that we don't take trades on London session, we also have London's New York session. So we take the trade with the group. I mean, I feel sorry for you guys, but that's how it is. We don't have a trade on London. We look for a different one on New York session. But I'm giving you guys ideas what you should do. So when time comes, you need to be able to execute. So we'll see. Do you think Trump faked the COVID infection? Probably. Probably. Okay, Abdiaziz, we have the troll here. See, you waited a whole stream to find someone that doesn't agree with me, so you go and agree with him. Feel sorry for you, blood. Feel sorry for you. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a long day again. Yesterday it was a long day. Today it's gonna be another long day, but we'll see. We need to wait. We need to patience. So, Abdiaziz is worried that I worry about trading in front of people. Okay, let's give you an example how many trades I've taken until now. Since I'm, too scared to take a trade. So we go to all these webinars that we've done, because maybe some of you are not, you don't know that we've done all these webinars. So let's say we have started 4 months ago. 4 months ago. So we go to one of these videos here. And yeah, so this was a simulator session. We skipped that. skip that. Let's go live session. So this is a live session. And we go to the end of the stream because at the end of the stream we see if we took any trades or not. So this is a live trade I called here, and this was like 3-4 months ago. 3 months ago. And we took this trade. So this trade went into profit at least 10-20 pips, let's say. We go to another one. Look at this 4-hour stream. We took a trade here, live trade, 15 pips. Okay, good. So another trade. So we take a look at the other stream the other day. We have 2 trades, both of them 17 pips. That's 34 pips on both trades. We look at them, we took live trades, see? Gave live trades. We go to whatever another session, let's see here. Look at this. Trade 1, 30 pips, trade 2, break even, trade 3, 13 pips, trade 4, 23 pips, all live sessions. These were called all live. But yeah, it seems like I'm scared to take a trade. Bro, you risk 20 pips and you take take profit 10 pips. Please. Bro, please. I have 0 drawdown on most of the trades, so why are you hating? I don't understand. I just feel sorry for you because, you know, it doesn't do me anything. Risk reward is subjective. It doesn't, you know, you can put 100 pip stop loss, but it doesn't go not even 2 pips in drawdown. So what does that mean? You risk nothing because it didn't go in drawdown. Anyway, let's not focus on that because it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Let's see. GU, nothing. Aussie dollar, GJ, EN, nothing much. Nothing much. GCAD didn't break above, made a huge drop. So now let's see what we can do here. Is this a possible setup that can happen? We have another 30 minutes left, so if this would go all the way up, close above, that would be huge confirmation for us if this turns bullish. I don't know if it's gonna do that, but if it does, like we had the chance, we had the example yesterday on GJ. This can be perfect. If we manage to go bullish and close above this, that's a huge confirmation for us. But we're gonna have to wait because we have also the 4-hour. If the 4-hour gives also a breakout, that's a double confirmation for us. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Let's wait. Patience, patience, patience. Even patience or maybe fear, who knows? Maybe we're just too scared. That's why I'm not taking any trades. Sorry guys, but I'm scared. One thing I realized is that I haven't been working out at all, and I just run a small run outside. I took an order that I did, and I can barely breathe. I need to exercise more. Need to exercise more. We'll see. Yes, see, GJ did reject now, but the daily level is here. So we need that deeper retest here on GJ. So what would be a good possible way to enter this if we get the daily retest here? Let's see. So when the daily retest comes, we will be not very comfortable taking, buys. With all that, bearish movement, we would not be very comfortable. So how we find a way to take the trade, the daily retest? So if price comes all the way down here for that daily retest and it rejects, we have a minor zone here too. And what we can do is, if price rejects, let's say we have a 4-hour candle, rejects all the way down, comes for retest, then rejects all the way up, closes above this minor zone. That can be a chance for us to enter in this daily retest. So we close above a minor zone here. Let's say it's a 4-hour candle, wait for a small pullback. We enter on the retest and continuation. That's going to be perfect. But it looks like we already got rejected now.
Yeah, if you look on the 1 hour,
Yeah.
you can see it clear.
Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour rejected this zone here, so it makes sense. Look at this rejection, it's pretty big. 28 pips. Wow. We'll see. I mean, GCAD would be perfect, like we said before. If this managed to go above the previous candles here, if this managed to go above, close bullish, we can enter on the pullback and continuation. This would be perfect. But we'll see. We can't talk until we see facts here. We see confirmations. So we'll see. EJ would go up. Well, basically we have a daily retest. We have a daily retest, and techniques should continue up, but we have also a daily resistance above these two candles. So we will see. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and we also have this support, and we even have more rejection at this support. And we had this big bullish candle yesterday that it closed above, so this can be a retest to continue up. But on the other side, we have resistance here, Which one we want to follow now? I think we would better stay away and focus on GCAT because GCAT might give us a chance here. So let's see. This going above all this on the left, that's going to be great. Do you think trading is a stressful job even if you're using risk management? I think it's not very stressing if you use good risk management. For example, I have no stress. Have no stress. Why would I have stress? As long as I make money and I stick to risk management, I am careful with the trades I take, why should I be worried?
EJ, 4 hour, we're coming for a retest.
EJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's coming from a different zone.
Yeah.
See the daily, like I said before. Look at this. So
yeah,
this
zones.
It doesn't make you any. It doesn't give you any comfort. You know, I mean, if you compare these two zones, I can't say this is weaker than this just because it has less candles rejecting. Because look how big the retrace was. And when you look at this, also we had big, pullbacks after this zone was broken. Yeah. So they're both strong. So the safest trade here was this trade, this minor zone that we had. This breakout, the retest, and continuation. This is the only chance we had here on EJ. That was less risky than taking buys here, let's say, or taking buys here if it breaks. Because we are daily resistance, we are daily support. Here, this support, buying this support is risky because it's coming from another zone. So this was the only good chance, because we knew that, okay, if we break this minor zone, we're gonna retest the daily support. So it was a clear, but unfortunately we didn't have a retest here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll see. GCAT is on the list now. Hopefully we get a break above and we get a nice trade here.
So but what do you think of? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Aussie USD.
Aussie dollar. Let's take a look. Yeah, I said before.
41.
We had this breakout here below, but was not that strong. 3-4 pips, and we didn't take it. It did respect the zone after the retest, meaning we have this next.
Yeah, if you go to 4 hour, you can zoom out a bit.
There's a very nice let's take a look.
Zoom out.
Yeah, I see. You mean this here?
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts? What are you expecting?
Yeah, break retest
of this zone.
No, this one.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that too. Wait for a break and retest this zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can do that too. Well, we'll see. It's a little bit too far maybe for us. Did the news come out? Yeah, budget release. Looks like it didn't have big, it didn't cause any big effect on Aussie pairs.
We also have a very great level in UJ, 105.80.
UJ is pretty messy right now. Which level you said you were waiting?
Zoom out a bit. This one, yeah.
Which level? Yeah, I don't know. Too many levels on UJ. It is very messy right now. This whole zone here is a mess
Yeah.
because we don't have a clear zone. We have this, like you said, the only one maybe.
Above one, this
Yeah,
one.
that's why I would also prefer, bullish, a bullish move here because to a downside is a mess. You can't really, you know, make a zone and say, okay, I'm gonna wait for this one to break because you just have another one lower, another one lower, and too many. So clear break above would give us a perfect trade. Let's see how GCAD's gonna end up here because if this closes below like this, I'm still sure that it's gonna push, but it's not gonna be a confirmation for us. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have another 13 minutes. After that, we'll see. EJ, what a drop on EJ. What a drop. Patience, yeah. Patience is key. Patience is key. Okay, we have. What do you think about for a freakout on CAT JPY? Let's take a look. Yeah, we mean a breakout, basically. Well, it's not a bad setup. First, we also coming from this zone as a rejection and breaking also this zone. I mean, it's a good setup. We just need to check also the 4 hours, see how it looks. Let's check the 4 hour also. Oh, that was a 4 hour. Let me see. Where's the chart? Yeah. Okay, it looks pretty good. Let me check here. Yeah, I mean, we have this zone that we can fill, this range that we can fill if we close below. I mean, look what happened before. We closed above, we made a breakout, we did a retest and continuation. Now the same thing can happen to the downside. We just need this candle to close bearish, close below support, a retest, and continuation to this next zone here. Yeah, let's see. I would rather take GCAD. I'd rather take GCAD. GCAD is more volatile, can give us some quick pips, so we'll see. Very nice push. Let's see. It's gonna be pretty good. I like this. Yeah, I mean, we try to go with a trend, but not every time you're gonna get that chance. So we need to adapt to see what we get. You know, a small move from a zone to another zone, 10, 15 pips, 20 pips is enough for us. Wow, this is very nice. Weekly looks perfect. Herman, what are you expecting on UJ? Wow, the accuracy is perfect here. Every time price came here, look at the rejection. Key level for UJ. If we break below this, imagine the next zone here getting filled pretty easy. So we'll wait. Okay, let's need to post on the trade room the setup, because some cannot come to the webinar, so I'm gonna send GCAD there. Look at GJ, it almost did the same thing. This is gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be very, very nice. Let's see. 4 hour also gonna be a breakout. Hopefully. We'll see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the 1 hour level to break. So this is where most of the candles are closed. See, look at where most of the candles are closed. This one, all these, this one. This was just a small push above. It was a weak breakout that time. That's why it didn't work out. These ones, and this previous one. So a clean break above this is gonna give us a nice chance to enter. Hopefully we get one. If this rejects to the downside, I'll be pissed. So we need a good close above. I don't know if we're gonna get 10 pips breakout. We have to wait and see. Even if we don't have a 10 pips breakout, we might consider taking it. Why? Because look at this rejection. We came 40 pips rejecting from this support all the way up, trying to break resistance. Even if we don't have a 10 pips breakout, chances of continuation are very, very high here, and just closing above would be a perfect confirmation for us. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's take a look at your chart. Waiting for 1 hour wick to close below this resistance to take the sell. You mean to close below support. I think the support is a little bit lower here. See where price is rejecting, and also the daily level is around here. So sells would not be very safe. Be careful. Do you place any order when you're streaming? Yes. When we have a chance, we do. Check the previous webinars and you'll have an idea what we do. Very nice, very nice. It's pushing up. GJ is not as good as GCAT, guys. So why don't we just focus on GCAT? Let's wait. Yeah, we're probably gonna have a breakout here. Let's go. Finally. Spread on GCAT too big. Not very big on my. I have a doubt on 1 hour minor resistance on GCAT. Where? Where? I don't see anything. Oh man, we need a good close. Ash, what did I say before? Pay attention. We need a close above, yes, above this. This is just one candle. Doesn't really make any difference. Spread on GCAT is pretty good in my side, so I don't know about yours. I mean, me that I have a swap free account, I have bigger spreads and it's still good, not complaining. Oh man, this is the worst. This is the worst. If it closes below, if it doesn't close below, that's the worst thing. No breakout. Hell no. No breakout again. I don't know, the market's been so sloppy. I don't know if I can use that word. It just needed to stay above here, and that's all. Now we're just gonna push all the way up and we're just gonna have to watch, do nothing. I mean, CAD JPY at least closed below. I mean, we can take a look to enter here, even though it's not very clear, to be honest.
Excuse me, sorry, bro. Do you see the GBP CAD on 4 hour?
Let me see. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's no break on the 4 hour either,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
fortunately. There is no breakout. Let me check other pairs. EA left a big wick. What if it comes for a retest here? It's going to be massive. It had 26 pip move. I mean, why not? Since we didn't have a retest before, if the 4 hour comes for a retest. Even though it would be pretty risky, but I think it would be an epic trade, to be honest. See, we would use a 20 pip stop loss just below the breakout candle. Entry around here would go also for a wick fill, really pretty good. How about EU? About EU, I don't know. EU is doing nothing. I wouldn't sell EU. I would rather wait for a break above this. I'd rather wait for a break, a trade about like this. Other than that, nothing. No trades today, no trades. Unfortunately, we didn't have any. We didn't have any, unfortunately. What about GU? See, if even GU would do the same thing as GCAD, just close above, I would take it, but it didn't. Aussie dollars, I don't know. I mean, if you look at it on Aussie dollar, if you look at it like this, let me see. This whole zone, I don't know if we can count this as a breakout on the 4 hour, even though it does look like a breakout, because we have plenty of rejection on this zone. If you want to go on the 1 hour, we have the same zone again. I mean, now it's going to be a second retest, but it still might work to a downside, even though we got rejected here. But still, we have more room to drop on the 4 hour. Well, let's see. Yeah, looks like unfortunately nothing for now. CAD JPY, I'm thinking, but it's not a classic. I think it's not a classic break and retest. I mean, there's a legit resistance or support level, and we have some more room to drop. I mean, if it does come for retest around here, we can do something about risking 7, 8 pips, just putting stop above this. If it comes here for a retest, we'll consider that, we'll see. For now it needs to push a little higher than that. Look at Euro NZD. What a pullback this is. Yeah, EA, if the 4 hour comes, we need to know first that we are coming from a zone here. Look at these rejections on the left. Look at the rejections on the left. So it's going to be a rejection. Yeah. Also, there's a small minor zone here. You see, I didn't saw this, but let me see the 1 hour. If on the 1 hour we have also that. Yeah, there's a small minor zone here. But the main zone is this support here. This support here. The fact that we're coming from another zone makes it risky. But I think since we have a big range, see, this is 70 pip range. I think even if it comes for retest, still gonna reject, you know, at least 20 pips. Because it's 70 pips range. It's too big. And we can still have rejections here, because I don't think if price comes all the way down here for a retest, I don't think it's just gonna push straight to the downside, unless something big affects Aussie pairs. So we'll see. We will see. EU, the only setup that we can do here is this one. A break, a retest, and a continuation of this resistance here. Other than that, I don't think anything else. CAD JPY or GCAD only if it breaks above. See, it didn't break above. This is why we wait for candles to close above. This is why we wait for breakouts. Already 12 pips, 13 pips drop. So unless we close above. Now the fact that the 4 hour closed below 2 means that we have to wait for a 1 hour close, because the 4 hours close is gonna come after 4 more candles, so it's too much. So we're gonna need a 1 hour close if it decides to continue up, because for now it doesn't really look like it. We are still rejecting this. Don't forget that this is also daily resistance, so this is why there are a lot of troubles breaking to the upside. Buy your USD, stop loss below current low, take profit safely, 20 pips in for you. I think it's too risky. I'd rather just wait. Better wait for a break of this. I would be more comfortable than after that, because what is telling you here to buy? I mean, we're having only a rejection. I mean, it can still drop once again.
To the downside, see it?
EU to downside?
Yeah.
EU to the downside. Let me see. To downside, if you're thinking about breaking this.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see the 4 hour.
I know we got a level just below, but
yeah, but look, we have the 4 hour level here.
Yeah.
Basically, that's where we got rejected, and that's why I think it got rejected. But we'll see. We'll see. I think if you want a move to the downside, we need to wait for this level to break. because a break of that minor zone in 1 hour, I think it's not very safe unless we break clean below that, and then we have a range to fill here pretty good. I mean, we had that daily big consolidation box, let's say, and we did some continuation after we broke below this, came all the way down here. If we look left, let's see if it matches with any other. Yeah, it's too far, it's not worth going all the way down there. Then we look at a daily. We had these candles here rejecting, so we said, okay, we have a zone here, because also this and this, they both rejected this same level, and we said, okay, we're gonna wait for this to break, safest way, because we had also this one here, this level here we had before, and said the safest way would be to close below, and we did have a close below, because first we got rejected, see, and it did close around above that, above both, rejected this and closed above this. Then we waited for this, yeah, it did close above. We had a very nice retest on the 4 hour. I remember it happened during Asian session. So it closed below, made a retest also on the 4 hour, and did some nice continuation. It also did a break and retest later on, created some small consolidation box. Then, see, we created a zone here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, daily candles. Price closed above, did a retest, but we didn't want to take anything here because of coming from resistance. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles closing all at the same level, which matches with this level too. Then you have this big bullish candle closing above. You see, also it closed above this. This can be a retest to continue up. So looking for buys here would be, I think, way better, because somehow we also managed to close back in the range. And we know what happens when price closes back in the range. There's only one direction, to the upside. Now it depends what happens also with with the fundamental side, but technically now it should continue up. Maybe we can have a deeper retest before coming up, but for that we'll see. The reason we rejected here, we saw that we have also a level here. We have also a level on the 4 hour. So that might be a reason why it rejected earlier. So with all these things together, we come to one thing. We wait for a break of this minor zone and we continue to the upside. Having also the daily with us, that's still bullish. Having the 4 hour coming from a support, so we have plenty of confirmations here to continue up. Rather than think about sells. Sells are, I don't think, the best option here. We'll see. GCAT was my favorite setup coming up, but it didn't break. I hope it does break later on at least. We still have time. We still have plenty of time until it breaks. No, you don't need indicators. I mean, it's everything on the charts. It's everything on charts. The less things you have on the charts, the better. You can read charts better. That's a big sneeze. Yeah, allergies. Allergies causing that. Sorry, but we are humans, so we all have these kind of things. I think like 80% of the people in the world have allergies. Like it's a thing that's very popular. At least in my country, I mean, most of the people, the majority of the people have allergies. Today was another long day. No, there's no breakout yet. We're still waiting. Patience, patience, patience. We need to see where we're gonna put our money. Safe setup. Even the Streamlabs today is not working properly. I asked for someone to make me a logo, but nobody did. Only one I received one, but if you guys know how to do nice logos, hit me up. JJ, that's great to hear. I'm glad that I can help. Very nice. Can make you a logo? Okay, text me on Instagram. Give me some examples what you do. We'll make a deal. Do you enter on low time frames? No, only 1 hour and 4 hour. Sometimes on the 1 hour, sometimes on the 4 hour. So not every time. We'll see. Also, just to let you know, not this week, probably next week, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So we'll see what's gonna be. We will see. Okay, so for now, looks like we don't have much opportunities coming up. EU, I don't know if we're gonna get a chance. Not a big range, it's only 13-12 pips. No, I think we can make a 10 pips push, but we also need another 5 pips then to make a breakout. So we're gonna need a breakout above that to retest continue. EJ is a daily retest, so what would be a good trade here is the same as on EU, but we'll see. EA, like we said, if the 4-hour comes for retest, we might give it a shot. It's pretty far now. We have like 30 pip range. We'll see later on if it does make a move to the upside, then it gets cancelled because it already did a move. Also, coming from another zone here, it's a little bit risky, so we skip that. UJ, nothing much. Nothing much on UJ. USD CAD's been same place for days now, and it's not giving anything clear. GU is almost the same as GCAD. If we do break above this, we might get a nice trade here. Plenty of rejections. After this candle, there was good momentum, but we didn't manage to continue. So we'll see. We can still reject and close above. If that happens, we wait for a break above, a retest to continue. To the downside, I don't see much. If we do come to the downside, we close below this. We have a small range to fill, but I don't know how safe that's gonna be. I mean, it can work out, but we'll see. We'll see later on. I don't think I would take it, but the circumstances will decide that. Let's see, Aussie dollar. Look, now on Aussie dollar, the 1 hour break and retest already happened. Now we have a way better close below this level, right? We have a better close. We also have the 4 hour close below. Now the only thing we can expect here, if we do get a deeper retest here, because that would be also the 4 hour retest, we might have some more continuation later on. So we'll see. That deeper retest I would prefer to happen, on the first 30 minutes of the hour. Then we have a rejection later on, maybe close below the level, next candle push all the way down. That's what I can expect, but we will see. For now, it's still at the same place. You see the 4 hour, it did close below this level. Look at all these wicks here. So we can count this as a breakout to say, and it left a small wick here to fill. So if it does, come for a deeper retest, then we might have some continuation to the next zone. We can also not take any trades here, but wait for price to come and close below this. This is a pretty key level. This is just a one candle. I don't think that's going to make a big difference. And if it does come around here in the middle, we can enter, use a stop loss above the breakout candle. I don't really see this going all the way up. It wouldn't make too much sense. So I would expect a small pullback here, then some continuation. Stop loss just above this, since it couldn't break this resistance. Also, we had news that pushed down, so we will see. NZD US dollar, looks like we had a big rejection. We might break above. Finally, hopefully we get a break. If we do get a break above 0.66550, let's say, we get a breakout, a retest, and some continuation, that would be pretty good on NZD US dollar. We have this zone for a few days here, plenty of rejections, so we can be pretty sure that if it breaks, we're gonna have a nice move, 15-20 pips at least. Wait for a break above this level. Other than that, let's go GJ. GJ is not for trading for now. I would skip GJ for today. I don't see anything safe, clear to trade. CAD JPY closed below on the 4 hour. We said if it does come around here, we might take a sell risk around 8 pips here, just above the previous candle, that this previous candle wick, let's say. And we can see a move to the downside, I think, to this next range here. I don't see, there's not much volume. We're here for the last hour. Yeah, no, just 25 minutes. There's not been much movement, but depends. Depends if NZD US dollar breaks above. This would be my trade. We'll see. We have CAD, GBP CAD. It didn't break yet. It's not breaking yet, but we can't. We have to wait because we might get a breakout on New York session. Who knows? So we need to be patient here. We need patience. Who knows? This might go all the way up and close bullish. That would be crazy, and it would be a very nice confirmation for us. Rejecting all the way up, closing bullish, small pullback, we can enter to the upside. Euro CAD, it's not for trading right now. I think it's too messy. AUD JPY, like I said before, too many zones in between. GA is rejecting this level, so a break above would give you a good chance. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles rejecting the same level, and so NZD US dollar looks the best one for now, and GCAD also. So we're gonna wait for both of them. Which one would you take if it breaks? I don't know. They're both good. They're both good. I mean, NZD US dollar is pretty nice. GCAD is pretty nice too. I mean, GCAD is more volatile, so can give you some quick pips. It depends. So which one you want to take? We'll see. We'll see our options. We don't know if NZD US dollar is gonna break. We don't know if GCAD is gonna break, so we'll have to wait. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to go now. Take care. Have a nice day. We'll see later on if we get any setups, but for now we don't have. So I think we don't have to stay here and wait all the way until the next setup comes. We'll have another 30 minutes to wait. So for me, I'm gonna go eat some food and come back 30 minutes later, because until then we don't have any candles closed, we don't have any setup. Thank you all, have a nice day, see you tomorrow for some, and for my students, see you on the chat. We continue the party there. Thank you all, have a nice day, see you. Don't ignore the setups that are coming. So have a nice day for now, see you.